Hello and welcome back to Escape from Mars in Space Engineers. And with me, or at least my shadow, visible in front of me with me crouching. I thought it was a fun thing to do, and I mean, why not? You have to be a bit silly and come up with different ways of doing the intro every single time because, oh my god, is it boring having the same thing every single time. Anyway, we are going to use this craft, which I never turned the light off on, to continue. We go over here to put these thrusters in. We put one in what was left of the episode in the previous one, and we are going to see if we can fit all the other ones and more this episode. Hopefully, once these ones are in, we can start designing and putting in the rest of the rocket, so we can actually start seeing how heavy it's going to be and how big it's going to be, and if it's ever going to leave the ground. I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to skip of the building. I might do a bit of skipping because I want to try and get this series finished before the next like big update, Weapons 2. Because from what I have seen and heard, it's probably going to break a lot of mods and make a lot of things incompatible with one another. Even if one mods works, if might be that it doesn't work when you have other mods and so on. So we'll see how that goes, but for now let's try not to bounce too much as we try to line this up. Now this thing is on a bit of a canted angle, so I think that's good. Yeah, it's a decent. It's decent. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. And zoom him in a bit so we see what's happening in the near vicinity of everything we hold here. And threading the needle, and off we go. Now, I might have to remove merge blocks before being able to put these on. I might have to do a bit of a shenanigans to get some of these to fit. Like this one, for example. Going to have to rotate this so it's the other way around, and I think I'm going to have to reverse this one into place. Do this so we can see if it's level with the craft, regardless if the craft is level with gravity or not. We know there. That should be good enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. It needs to be close enough, which is hard to measure, but you get a feel for it once you've done it enough time, and it's a lot easier when you're actually playing, showing and explaining when to stop rotating something like that. It's near impossible. And there we go. Oh, 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 oh. Wrong button. I need to deconnect. Don't need to spin the whole thing. I will not be spinning the static grid around me. Nope, I will be spinning around it. Whew. Anyway, let's go and get the next one. Oops. There we go. And it's back and forth and back and forth, and once you have done it enough time, you will become probably complacent and make a mistake. And it will all be very interesting all of a sudden. Don't really like creating drama where there is no drama, but well, there is a bit of a drama. Like, there's a lot of things that could go wrong here, but shouldn't, as long as we're careful. And try to fly with as much space around us and our payload as we can. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, that was close. That was a bit of a panic, to be honest. That was not controlled. Ooh. Thank God I went overkill on the thrusters on this. Otherwise that could have gone a lot different in terms of results, and the damage report would have looked a lot different if I didn't have the thrust I have. I think that is, yep, almost perfect. Whether I'm going to fit here, I have no idea. Going to have to be careful. Might have to remove the rails. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, there's a lot of space left there. What am I worried about? Other than catastrophic crashing and explosions, but anyway. At least not today. Off we go. In the pit again. I'm not sure. I think we have 5 more to do. Once we have done this, I think we have done half of them. I'm not wrong, I think Yeah, I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so once we have this one moved, we will have done half of them. I think that is... Yeah, that's okay. It's connected. And spin around carefully. Ooh, whoop, 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 whoop. That was not as careful as it should have been, but worked out anyway. And now I need to spin this, and it needs to be 180 degrees in comparison to the other ones. So I have to spin it all the way around. So 180 from this position, and once it has rotated fully, we can start moving again. There we go. That should be... Yep, that's better. I have to be careful. There we go. We now have done half of them. So we only have 4 more to go. Whew. Takes a bit of time to do, but it's worth it. And with how the scenario is laid out, how you can't refine things, it's and you can't make hydrogen thrusters, or ion for that matter. You need to salvage and scavenge whatever you can get your hands on. It sort of creates a reason to play survival with Space Engineers. And as far as I know, Escape from Mars is still after all these years, a one-of-a-kind scenario which really doesn't exist in any other form. Keen has added in some scenarios, but it's nowhere near with how this is. bit too far out. And let's head off. How is the battery looking? It's fine. It's fine. So let's see if we can add this one as well. I think we'll spin this and then reverse. Maybe I should... Now let's do this side first. Let's be very careful though. Take this with caution and care. Not slam this just straight in and hope that it fits. There we go. Oop. Almost face planted into my own rails there. I did face plant myself. I just crashed right into the battery. Don't think it did any damage, but regardless, that speed would have been enough to hurt. Three more. We're getting there slowly but surely. Be careful so we don't. Has auto lock been turned on when I'm not asking for it? No. Okay, not sure why it auto locked onto, but whatever. Oop. Let's be careful. See if we can start spinning this and carefully make our way out. The spinning of a router while moving is usually not an ideal plan, but saves a bit of time waiting for that to spin. See, and there, I think. Yeah, that should be good. See if we can reverse in here. Actually get an angle where we see something would be nice. Whoop. Oh my god, could you please stop? The sinking is quite annoying. Oh, thank God that didn't explode when it popped in place, but... Okay. Let's, make sure nothing happened. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Need to weld those up as well. Wait. No, I removed what I needed to remove. Okay. For some reason I thought that I only removed one of the merge blocks and left one, but nope. It was for the 2 spots that need a thruster, which hasn't received the thruster yet. Oop, bit too close. Going a bit too fast, so we're drifting a bit. Yeah, I think what happened with the landing gear and why it auto-locked was because it was technically... It came off, and then since it didn't have anything to lock to, but it was technically in a locked state, because it broke off, it then auto-locked the next thing it could lock onto. Which is a rather annoying thing. I think that what happened with that, but who knows? It's Space Engineers. Still, it is single player, so should be fairly stable. I haven't actually come across any major laws in single player for quite some time now, though I don't play that much, to be perfectly honest, outside of recording. Once we have this in place, we have one more, and then we have gotten all the 8 thrusters which we had queued up basically for pickup, prepped for pickup on this thing, which I do need 2 on the top, but those should be possible to add later. Here we go. One more. Let's add as much stuff in that as possible, just in case something happens, because it's the last one. If there's something that could go wrong, it's probably going to go wrong on the last one here. It has been remarkably straightforward. And I don't trust myself or the game to play along the rules of physics. Regardless of whose fault it is, if it's the game's fault or my fault. it's my fault, I'm going to blame the game, and if it's the game fault, I'm going to blame the game. Because that's what you do. I think that's good enough. Yeah, it's as I think straight on as you can get it. Oops. That was a bit annoying with how the view shifted. Sorry about that. And here we go. That part of the transport is completed. Now we just need to not hit the walls of the cave here and hope that we don't botch this. Now I do need to flip this around. As I need to reverse it in. That, I think... Yeah, that should be good enough. That should be good. And there we go. No explosions. No nothing. It all worked. Good. Because so much could have gone wrong, which didn't go wrong. Let's turn off the lights and let's land this. I used 20% of the battery, which is actually a lot less than I expected. I thought it would drain the batteries a lot more, but apparently not. Good to know. And on and boom. So we now have all of them connected. All 8 of them are all connected. So, let's go in here and have a peek. It is very empty right now in here. I think what I want to do is cut this one out. Cut that out and have that connected and do the same thing for, I think, this one. Might have to attach this a bit, but I think that. We should be fine. We should be able to cut this loose and get the last 2 thrusters we absolutely are going to need. Because I might not need more than 2 more. But I am going to need 2 more. Because there is still one direction that is missing. It's thrusters, so I do need a bit more. Not sure how much more though. What I am going to do is connect this way. That way I could actually cut more or less all of this away. Like cut all of this away and have this stay in place. And I can get to these and not be any major pain or issue. I think. Nothing else. I think might have to do connection like this. Connect it up just in case. Just like this. Keep them in place this way. Just to give an idea of what to expect in the coming episode. Episodes, depending on how long it takes. There we go. Get you out of the way a bit. And yeah. So those 2 are going to be needed. I need 2 of them. And to be to have thrust in all directions, I do need 2 more. If I need more than that, I'm not sure, because depending on how heavy this becomes, I might need more lifting thrusters, like more accelerating thrust. So not sure. I might need more. I might need to double it up, which I can do, but we'll see. If nothing else, I will move 2 up here, move them in place, and then it becomes a design issue of designing the rest of this rocket, which is going to be pressurized and all of that. But for now, we will stand over here and get spectator, which apparently has a mouse sensitivity of 1000. And say, like the video. It would be super awesome and nice if you did. And we are going to come back later with some more shenanigans in Escape from Mars and see if we can actually escape at some point. Now, before rounding off completely, the plan is to make the rocket, which I'm currently building. I'm not sure how much, if I'm going to cut some of it off, like out of the episode, like not keep it in. We'll see. And then what I want to do is take my flyer that's in the background, my fighting craft, if you can call it that, and do a flyby of the headquarters. See if it survives. It's going to be interesting to see if it does. If it does, it comes, I think, with me. If it doesn't, then it does not come with me. So that's the plan. That's what you can look forward to, question mark, or expect to see, probably is more accurate. I'm going to stop rambling and yeah, like, subscribe, do whatever you want, but it would be nice. So for now, thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.